Well, on Clash, I guess. Been a little while since I have casted, and Proto has asked me to cast the series of matches. I initially invited Liz to join, but she was not able to, and he was, Proto, Dread, was very excited about this. He's back with his normal gang here, looks like. Flay, Focal, Guaranteed, and Shadow. We've all casted before. Shadow a little less commonly, I think. And this should be quite good. So, it is a replay, which is nice. So we'll be able to, you know, kind of get full coverage here, rewind, and don't have to worry about waiting or anything like that. Oh my gosh, the pings, the vision, where's the enemy team? Who knows? Everybody here taking largely defensive positions, or playing a little bit up here though. It's kind of interesting, kind of watching out, but did he?
Minions have spawned.
What did he actually reset
30
for?
seconds until minions spawn.
Does he like not have? Huh. Beats me. Sorry. Ultimately fairly pointless here.
Minions have spawned.
Slow-mo. Normal-mo. Let's go. Alright, speed things up a little bit. Since we are in the early game. I have no idea why he backed. Oh, did he swap for Sweeper? Is that what he did? That's a little weird. I love taking Vision here in the beginning. Alright. Playing really conservatively here is Flay. Basic trades up at the top here. Nice poke here from Yumi. Zoom, zoom, zoom. A few trades in the mid here. Shadow first to 2. Not really going to be able to engage on Zed under turret, I think. A little hokey pokey bot. Nothing too exciting top. Jungle's still fairly quiet. Items here. Durance for both. Red is first to 2. Blue backs off. But showing some respect here. And now, wow, that is a skinny little bony boy who is very low on health. Yumi just trying to. Oh, nice there. Poke on Lulu. Always nice when you can outpoke the Lulu and keep her from getting too much of a boss. Probably Lulu would want to be a little more aggressive in the early game, but she's really going to be outranged and out-sustained by Yumi, and outranged by... yeah, for the most part. Oh, that's a really good trade for Red, actually. Well, it doesn't matter. Yumi will buff it all out in the wash. Here we are up in the top. Samuel Soar. Pretty healthy. Dread is going to move out. Scuttle. Oh, they're actually going to engage here. This could be really bad for Blue. Now it's going to be 1-on-2. Yeah, there's... Did he fail to get... Oh, and he's got a flash here? How did he not get Scuttle? That's a really rough start. Not lane. Yumi's starting to get a little low on mana here, but certainly has enough to heal up. He's actually going high Q? Q first? Whoa, that's a little bold from Blue. I don't think they can go that face. Unless they're planning on backing here? I mean, they're at the point where... yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, well... I mean, if you know you're gonna back, you want to take maybe even like a bad trade as long as you get some damage. If you're just gonna back right away, but I don't know if they want to give up plates here. Okay, Yumi's gonna hop on just for the shield. maxed out. His job.
The time is now.
Oh, Zen. Ugh. Well, maybe Zen was not happening.
Time to find a new friend.
So Yumi's got health and is willing to spend it to get a little bit of harass off. She doesn't have mana, so she's not really that useful as a heal bot there. I mean, you're so rarely at risk as Yumi. Because, like, even at very low health, what are they going to do? They're not going to kill you as long as you're latched on, so you may as well spend some of it in a trade. A slow early game so far. Red, ooh, being kind of aggressive here. Ultimately, it's a bit of a bluff, I think. He's certainly going to go back to mid. Proto here, though. He chooses to reveal himself just to clear that ward, even though there's a ward here. That's kind of interesting. And then places an effigy just to bluff, and he's gonna back. A lot of big brain mind games going on here. Oh, flashes to the bush. Oh. Alright. Actually, I haven't seen some Zhao lately. That dash is pretty crazy. People, I think, are inviting me to a game or something. I'll be right back. What? I think that's my cousin, but I don't remember. Hang on a second, let me... What? Oh. Okay. Kind of flattering when you haven't played games seriously in ages and people are still inviting you to join them. Cousin, it's me! Alright, here comes Zed. Dashing. This is really good for Red. Red's gonna be. Oh, they smite off though. Okay, nice from Blue. Probably worth you taking a bad trade here. Well, losing 3 for Dragon. This is the downside, I think, to the replay. I mean, not only do you get to see the final result, like when you're loading the game, which I have hidden. Kind of like this is another improvement I think that Riot could make. Like if you want to cast this game as like a pseudo sort of live match, it would be nice if the bar just slowly unlocks over time. Like either it plays out as though it was a real thing, kind of like the way Premiere works for YouTube. You're like pretending it's a live cast, or you could click at any point on this, you have full control over the entire timeline if you just want to skip to the end, but you don't see any of these markers until you've actually played a point at them or past them. You know, like, so if I skipped up to here, it would show everything before.
Boom! Cranium blast. Prepare yourself.
It just puzzles me that they don't, for as much as they hype, like, you know, casting and, like, big matches and stuff, you look at, like, the Age of Empires 2 community, and the amount of work they put into like Capture Age and projects like that, like, and yet the casting UI here is just not the best. I do like this. Show this attack, battle view, some trades here back and forth. I don't know if this captures. Is it just? Yeah, it's what's on screen. Captures.
I see you.
Gives you a glance. Who has health? Who doesn't? Is that? What's the bar on the back, man? right here. Trying to trade them on one. I don't know, this is looking pretty good for red so far. Okay. Now we start betting like where blue's gonna pick up a kill. It's probably in the jungle, because jungle's always good for like catching people off guard, whatever. Alright, Zin could be in trouble here. Yeah, there we go. He almost overshoots. Yeah, beautiful pickup. And called it. Still, Zin leading 3 kills. Head in front. We got those enemies. Pretty aggressive. I do like how Yumi hopped off to take block there. I don't know if they were trying to get their passive to proc as well. Second time we've seen Proto doing this. Coming bot, knocking out the vision ward and revealing himself. I know he's really fussy about that. He's like, he'll pick on people a lot for trying to clean up a ward that's already been canceled. So it's like there's no risk here because the vision ward is blocking any vision at all unless you attack it. So it's like he steps here and he's like specifically revealing. It's like, hi, I'm here, I'm in the area. But that also like takes the attack off the table, and that's why it's sort of like this weird mind game where it's like you reveal yourself, in theory they're frightened, but they know you're revealing yourself. So maybe you call the bluff and stay in lane? Like, I guess he could always react and come down anyway, but... Talk a lot about vision as well, and Red's vision game has been excellent. They've really played this very well. They've typically had their wards like slightly into blue's territory. You can see how things are coming. They're just overall doing a great job, so... And see? Bringing it up. Not gonna be able to get this. She's gonna. Yep. She's like, ah, I see you. I really like how they're playing that, but oh, here we go. Much, I guess. I guess I could just leave it on this mode and then see the future.
Laser precision.
Oh wow, okay, this is gonna be really good. Actually, Red doing a really good job of sidestepping this and getting the hell out of here. So you will see Lulu going down, but Caitlyn with a really good read on that. Not the best Yumi ult either. Always tough in those situations, like, especially in an open area like this where people can just sidestep it. It's so strong in the jungle, though. There's less room to grow. Go. Force the flash. Caitlyn just coming in to get some damage. She's not really going to be able to do anything more than that. But she knows that they're busy and they're not going to be able to retaliate. So push out here really quickly, and since she doesn't have a support, I think she's just going to back off this. What? No. She sees blue doesn't have a support, and she wants to go 1-1 here. She doesn't have enough minis to get this turret. I think this is a bit of a misplay from Caitlyn, but... Well, maybe. She knows her Lulu's on the way. She's really going ham here. She doesn't have mana. She just wants this turret down. Questionable? I would have called this an overstay. She's going all in on this turret. Blue's dropping claps. I think they're gonna get it, but I think... Wow, they're aggressive. You take a turret shot there. If Proto is gonna come down, he's gotta react to this. This is just crazy overstay. Here's the, it's just every attack here. So he's gonna wait till they push out. Zin might come down. Nope, he's going to blue. This is just stupid. They're just giving everything to get this turret. She had ult again already. Yeah, this time Lulu's gonna get out maybe, and then Caitlyn. Oh, interesting. Oh, nice. Okay, great call from the ult. She did have vision on that, and I figured she'd be cutting a little bit back to the inside. I think she was just going to try to take Blast Cone out. She was just assuming that it was there. Might have been a little safer just to go up directly in the river, but she's probably going to get run down anyway by Jinx passive. Cho says, I'll run under turret. I don't care. Not really sure needed to flash there, but it worked.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
4 assists, no kills. A tough life in the jungle. So blue has lost all of their outer turrets. Red has lost none. I mean, both teams playing pretty steady. I'm not seeing people take like really stupid risks. Like red here was really stretching a point. Jinx is getting to a pretty strong place though. 3-0-0. Her farm's not the best, but 3 kills is pretty good. What is that? Kraken Slayer? Worried about Shell maybe? Alright, there goes the B. Hit, oh, very tip. And kind of tough. And we're actually gonna see red come down here and possibly gank. They got pretty good vision here. It will be seen, I think. So that turret here. Ward.
Killing spree.
Where is it going? Oh, Dread, you wanted me to watch this game, man. It's not looking good for your team at this point. Red is really pushing out here. We haven't seen, like, crazy fights at objectives? Like, the pits, maybe? All 5 together.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Rough in the top lane, too. Cho is just rolling along, but having a Fed ADC on your team is pretty good when you're dealing with it. Oh. Yeah. This just looks like an absolute stomp. They're up by 50 points in gold. Four turrets, they get dragon here. This is actually their first dragon, so this is kind of surprising. Red will take it off the table. Jinx almost gets it on ulti, who's probably... that's interesting. Okay, nice exhaust. Purple trying to body block.
Shut down.
It's tough. I trade Zed will happily take. I think Gimme played pretty well on that, but it's just really tough when a Zed gets in your ADC space.
Now you're ready to
A lot of
prowl.
supports struggle with that, I think. I'm looking to collapse on Guaranteed here. He's a bit pushed out, not quite sure how much he wants to show there, or if he wants to back. He probably recognizes they're going to collapse on him. They're not even sure if he'll be there by the time they get there, so they're wisely going to just take an objective here. Alright. Well, the spoilers in my timeline say happy days are over for Red. It's tough to see how that happens at this point. They are so far ahead right now.
They'd better have coffee in this timeline.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe there wasn't any coffee. That was their weakness.
Ravage.
Alright. Good. Again, Fred's vision being pretty good. I'm just kind of getting a really steady. Oh, forced to flash out. I mean, only 2 players on blue at this point have a kill at all. Actually, I'm sorry, 4 out of the 5 kills are on Jinx. That's even more remarkable. I mean, if you want to have them all on somebody, you want to have them on your ADC. And that's been without too many crazy ganks with Proto. If anything, we've seen more bluffs have been threatening to come to bot lane. But okay. Not wanting to go too far out. Very wise here. Recognizing their importance in staying alive for the team, so they didn't get too greedy. They almost got flanked, but they stepped back. Pretty good instincts there. Maybe they had vision. Taking out the traps for a bit of a siege here. Looking for a flank. I think that's gonna land. Someone could be cut off. No, Red's still playing this pretty well. Both sides reacting really well to the threat of flanks, I think. And doing so with Blue not having amazing vision. This ward is doing work. Recognizing what a delicate position this is, guaranteed will not win that fight. Just gonna back off there. So it's just stalling here, but they're getting a lot of pressure. We're gonna cover bot. Okay, here we go. There's Proto, guaranteed. Or so this is been an interesting. They've had. I'm glad they could take advantage of this with Orianna down here cleaning this up. This allowed them to pick that uneven fight in the mid that they needed. A 3-on-2. That was perhaps the weakness of Blue's position. So that they could, okay, I think they kind of get much with Proto ult, but getting work done with Jinx. Exactly what they needed to do. Okay. Oh, they just go Baron on this, don't they? Oh, they do. This is what the fight at the perfect time. Okay, as long as they don't get outsmited, and they're being given vision by Red. That's a huge blunder. He's gonna try to distract them out. They're not gonna give a shit. Like, you're more of a threat, I think, by staying hidden, which now he kind of is, but I think he's gonna be too late here to be that actual threat. I'm Zed. Oh, maybe not actually. He does get the smite. I think that was kind of stupid. I mean, this is just this isn't going anywhere. Big blunder on enemy on red jungle.
Time's up. Peacemaker protocol initiated.
I mean, presumably it was going to expire anyway, but still.
Boom. Train them long.
Okay.
I see.
Red, recognizing that they'll probably have time to take this. Ooh, nice steal though. Jinx damage, just disgusting at this point. So Blue still with Baron on everybody. Momentum is back. And drop a lot of pressure here. Jinx running away. 7 kills. Still over half the kills on the team. And Red not really having a broken powerhouse like that? So really lopsided? But the easy answer is Zed, right? Like, Zed's having a pretty good game, and Zed should be able to cancel Jinx pretty easily. Oh, big engage there. Down goes the ADC. That's a good Yuumi ult. It is a fight under turret, but they had no room at all to sidestep. This is great. There was so much of that fight under turret. We gave up a lot of health for that. Cho is just gonna want to run this down. That said, it's a 2-for-1 trade, so if they get out of this fine, that'll be good. Maybe an overextension by Cho. Yeah. He's big, not that big. 4-on-1. Bad communication. The rest of his team, perhaps, or just a little overconfident.
Time to find a new friend.
Especially when their ADC was down, they just didn't have that damage potential. Although their ADC isn't super strong right now. Like, that's the thing with playing, like, tanky champions. Like, the Cho could absolutely get damage, but, I mean, this is not... We're not talking EP Cho here, right? Like, tanky champions can make their own defeat take longer, and sometimes they can make their own defeat take so long that it turns into a victory because they get reinforcements. But there weren't reinforcements to be there at that point, so you have to wonder what Cho was going for. Was he hoping for a 1-1 trade, just a quick pick and then dug out? I don't know. Zed, though, sees a fed ADC by itself and says, I was made for this. This is going to get a lot busier here than he wanted, though. He sidesteps that really well. It was a good prediction. I think he just dies here, though. Yep, good vision check. Oh, tough. Yeah. That was a really good sidestep there. Good call from him anticipating the rocket coming. Guaranteed. Starting to put some points on the board. Sorry if I'm a little stuffed up. It'll be allergy season. Oh, hello. Some of that. Red actually wants the 1v3. Oh, but he draws them out for the rest of the team. Again, it's exactly where you want to see Yuumi all in the jungle, in a lane. You either got to force flash or they got to eat it. They can't sidestep it. And again, that's Cho out in front, caught out. Blue with an ADC has to spend very little to take him down. It takes a while, but who cares? Red just not able to follow that up with anything. Caitlyn has stepped down to push lane. This turret is so low. She will probably snap that up in a heartbeat. Even if I didn't have the timeline, you know that was what was going to happen. LOL. I should just put a sticker on the bottom of my monitor. Hey, my hall's falling apart. It's cool. Jump on Ori here for a little bit. I think if we've really seen Yuumi Ori ult synergy yet, like you could have a lot of combo there. This is odd though. Red overextending a little bit, blue possibly flanking too far, overextending. Both are gonna back out. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward situation for both of them. So this is the fight over Water Dragon. Red wants to start it and pull it out to the river. I think this is good. Red has lost the momentum of the game. They're still quite far ahead in terms of gold, in terms of turrets. Guaranteed's positioning bad. A little caught out here, forced to flash. But, okay, yeah, here goes Proto. Good call. Yup. They get soul. That was a great play. Caitlyn doing everything she could to keep traps up here, I think, which was good for zoning out the rest of the team, but Proto absolutely spending that flash well to get in there and grab soul. And Red thinking about backing there. That can't be right. Just went right to Baron. Here's on the back line. And that was without Yumi being on Jinx. I mean, admittedly, there was a lot there. Oh. Did Yumi just cancel that? She did. Okay. So that's canceled when you become untargetable. That's interesting. Caitlin's not able to do damage here. And here goes Guaranteed, going deep. Going for the delay here again, the tanky delay. Possibly overextending. Yumi tries to keep them alive. That's a bit of a... Okay, actually it wasn't CC'd there, so she doesn't get reset. She's able to immediately hop on play. And there's the ult. So excellent Yumi ult. This is the other great Yumi ult usage. So it's kind of a zone in that instance. And it did succeed in slowing them down, rooting them, but it also had that effect of like just denying them from coming to Cho'Gath's aid. Good stuff. Blue confidently in the driver's seat now. Starting to catch up in turrets. They've been ahead in kills for a little bit. And note that they're still behind gold. Gold is not the full story. Nice. Yumi's gonna melt there. Not quite sure what Yumi was going for there. Maybe lost track of where they were. Playing us a bit defensively, not really aggressively as they are about to go into the jungle. Okay, very nice. Said agreed. I mean, I appreciate it. As I said earlier, like you've got to be taking Jinx off the table, and your answer to that should be like a Fed Assassin, right? But, like, how greedy do you want to be? And I think Jinx has done an outstanding job of staying with the team and not being vulnerable. So, when she gets dove upon, she's got a team there to help her. It's been hard to pick her off by herself. Another alternative would be to split push. Cho'Gath should be really good on that. Aaron T is not having a good game earlier. Red has not been able to do that. So Red is really running out of answers here in the late game. It's interesting to see. We're going to see Dragon come up again in a second. Jinx and Yumi very excited about dragons. Fiddle as well. Ori as well. Only Guaranteed doesn't care about dragons. Red recognizes that this is an issue. They will try to ward it up, I think, possibly for the steal. That's a bit of an odd vision ward. Okay, that's a lot of traps. Jinx can actually outrange it. Wow, okay. Grab turret, let the wave crash, and run to dragon. Oh, this is evil. Okay, I did spot it. Good read from Red. Are they actually? Come on, guys. You were seen. It was a good one. You were seen. Now red's gonna run it all the way down. Do they take the dragon quickly? I think you take the dragon quickly and collapse on them from behind, don't you? They're probably getting up into this. Okay, there's two goes back to play. Gets back to Baron anyway. They will give up in him for this. And they're just gonna try to run from top. I mean, the reset's nice, but like, I don't know. I think Blue probably should have tried to force that fight. But they got Soul now. They could just run it straight down. Maybe they just don't want the team fight. They just want the confident grab on the inhib mid. Now inhib versus inhib. Go play vision control. Queen traps. I'm not really able to capitalize on that. So inhib for inhib. And Blue's not gonna overstay. They're actually gonna reset again. So they reset, ran it down mid, took an inhibitor, no team fight, and resetting again. I don't know about that. I think they're trying to play it safe. There's really nothing else here for them, right, I guess? Lanes aren't pushed out. There's no dragon or Baron on the table. Meanwhile, what does Red have? Red's gonna focus top. Blue possibly gonna focus bot. The last outer turret to go down. Red with really good defensive vision here. I say this all the time. When you feel like you're on the back foot and you only got a small slice of the world that you have to defend, you want that covered in vision. I'm hoping for a snipe, and that's... I tried, when I was like trying to get good with Nami, I'd often try to use my ult for sniping because it's got a longer range, and it just never really works out. It's tempting to just slap that down and try to get the lead of the stone, but we want to save it for team fights. I don't know about that, bro. Okay. Oh, this is huge for Proto, though. Scripts him up in the backfield. That's going to be a GG. It's going to go deep. Wow, soaks up a lot of turret hits on that. They're just gonna go directly mid and end. I really like this. I really like this. Not even gonna push up on the side. Proto recognizes that's happening. He's gotta go all the way back. And Jinx is just gonna destroy this. So they almost wound up with a triple push here to blue. Jinx is just gonna take out 2 turrets and win the game. GG. New milestone instructions going. Hey! That's a great game for Jinx. Holy cow. Alright.